Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. Today is the 28th of June 2026. We're fast approaching July, so I thought we'd just do short video for July and August for every ascendant and also moon sign, because it's good to read your chart from the moon sign just to see how the transit feel. So I'm going to just go through the transits so we can actually have a look at them. Let's just have a look at the chart for this period. Excuse me. Okay, as you can see, obviously Saturn has been in Pisces for a while and will carry on being there for a period of time still. But it will actually go retrograde on the 27th of July. And we'll also have got Jupiter, which is again going to be in Cancer for a while. So Saturn has, for all of us, has an impact on Taurus, has an impact on Virgo, and also on Sagittarius. So, as well as obviously, rules Capricorn and Aquarius too. So, very important planet. We put effort into where the third aspect is. The seventh aspect is highly respectful, and where we have all our honor and commitment, loyalties. And 10th from it is obviously how it's projected onto the world. Excuse me, I'm just going to cough. Excuse me. Then we have Jupiter. Jupiter rules obviously Sagittarius and Pisces, and it's going to be aspect in Pisces, aspect in Saturn, which is great because excuse me, Pisces is a sign of spirituality and letting go of just mundane things that are not true, really. They're just like we are in a material world. It's letting go of all those kind of things and seeing the bigger picture. So by both these two planets having an impact on Pisces, it's very important. I'm sure on the hashtags you've seen the Great Awakening, that people are waking up, people are just seeing that things are not as they seem, all that kind of stuff. So Pisces, by the nature of Jupiter aspect in it, is being protected. So that's a very, very good sign. It also rules, as I said, Sag and Pisces, but it's having three aspects, just like Saturn. So it's aspect in Scorpio, Capricorn, and Pisces, as we mentioned. So having a massive impact on those, and also Cancer. And actually, if you look at the beginning of the month, it's on the degree that is the most kind of, well, that's the degree, 5 degrees when it's exalted. But it's an exaltation sign. So Jupiter is pretty strong. And then we have the nodes. So nodes are going to be for a while still in Aquarius for Rahu, which is co-rules it with Saturn. So that's great. Rahu rules technology, new things, and all kind of, I would say, kind of rules people who are not kind of different species, who are not particularly human, high dimensional, other dimensions, outer dimensions, those sort of people too, which disclosure about that's coming out. It's also rules AI. So new, particularly in Shatabisha, it's all to do with here 1,000 or 100 healers, as they say. So it's like by the time it comes out of there and goes into Capricorn, that there's going to be new modalities coming out for health and healing. So things are going to really move forward after that, this transit. For K2 is obviously in Leo. Leo is a sign of celebrities, famous people, royalty, big leaders, things like that. And by the nature of that being there in Leo, we know that it's actually, as we have seen, many of the Hollywood greats have passed away. You can just have a look. Just has been so many people. I mean, a lot of them have been very, very old anyway. But just, yeah. So there's loads of people passing away. Lots of changes going on, and also what it does is Sun will be there with it on the 18th. So I think there's going to be maybe in August 18th August. So I think there could be like a major passing away of a royalty or a very sort of significant figure in the world of politics or influence, basically. So that's happening with the nodes. So actually, Rahu is also aspecting Gemini from where it is, and it's also aspecting Libra. And K2 is aspecting the Aries and also Sagittarius. So this has been going on for a while anyway, and I have actually done a video about Sagittarius. You know, it's such an important sign for the remainder of this year. And you'll also see that Mercury will retrograde back to Gemini, and where the Sun is at the moment, and it's again going to have an impact on Sagittarius. So lots going on there. But all the personal planets, one by one, they're coming through, and we'll see them going on to Virgo by the time we finish August. So just wanted to say that Venus is not in a good condition. Venus being obviously the most important feminine planet for everyone. It's in Cancer, which is unfriendly towards, doesn't like being with Jupiter for one thing, doesn't like the moon, so they don't. Venus doesn't like Cancer, but moon likes Venus's sign. It's kind of odd, but anyway. But then it goes into Leo, which are enemies. Sun is enemy to Venus and Venus to the Sun. And then it goes into its debilitation sign, even though it's only really debilitated at 28 degrees. But nonetheless, it's a sign that is like really is a critical, it's digests and dissects everything. And, there's like a post-mortem goes on in that sign. So it's not really in keeping with what Venus is all about. So anyway, this is like an overview of that's going on. For me, the things that really stand out is that obviously Mercury goes retrograde and Saturn goes retrograde. And also the other thing that's interesting to know as well, for me, I think one of the signs that's quite troubling to Mars is Gemini. Mars in Gemini is quite a difficult one, so I would imagine we're going to have like some crazy times because of that happening during this period, and in 3rd of August. So it's just very, very interesting time to watch it. Not only does it go into Gemini, but also we have 2 eclipses happening, but which are, the first one is more really the solar eclipse happening on 12th of August. It's really more to do with, you can see more on the zodiac, tropical zodiac. But definitely we have the 28th of August as well, where we have the partial lunar eclipse occurring in Aquarius. So it's like really interesting time going on there. So these for me really stand out. But anyway, let's just walk through and just see what we can see from this this period for the ascendant. So this video is for Taurus Moon or Taurus Ascendant for July and August 2026. I hope you're all well. Let's have a quick look at the charts to help me get me focused. Okay. Right, so you start the month obviously with Mars, which is your 7th and 12th house ruler in your 1st house. So that gives you like energy to get things done for yourself. It could also make you a little bit lazy too, because it's 12th house ruler too in the 1st house. But very, very good to get rid of all those bad habits that have become like a pattern in your life. Use the energy of Mars to get rid of them, if you like. So that's pretty good. So you start off obviously with K2 in your 4th house, meaning that it's like wanting you to actually change your home. Then you have Saturn in your 11th house, which is like 9 and 10th lord in that house, which is really, really nice for you, because it's basically it's in your 11th house. It's like also 9th house ruler aspect in your 5th house. Gives you a nice success successful Raja Yoga, and actually done a yoga as well as a Raja Yoga. And also from there is aspect in your first house, so it's like 9th house and 10th house ruler aspect in the first house. So there's a lot of things going on with the first house in that way. So then we have K2 and Rahu in the axis of 10th and 4th house. So it just means that basically, you know, new things could be happening in your career, and obviously that really depends what's going on in you know, what degree your Taurus Ascendant or Moon is. But generally speaking, yeah, so you know there is some changes occurring for you. And then obviously we have Mercury is retrograde, and this month things will change a little bit in that respect. So let's go. So you start the month on the 2nd. We have just a little bit later than 2 o'clock in the morning. We have Venus going into Leo. Sorry, yeah, on the 5th, going into Leo. And then we have, so for you guys, this is yourself, you know, so it's just more about getting your home ready for sale, or getting ready to buy a home, all that kind of stuff occurring there. So, and then we have a situation where on the 8th, Mercury is retrograding back into Iron sign, which is great. For you, Mercury is a really good planet. So let's go back. Yeah, there we go. So we have Mercury and Sun together. That's pretty good. Thinking about, you know, like family things going on there, and home, family, feeling happy and secure are going to be a priority to you. On the 14th, we have a new moon occurring in your 2nd house of money, family, values, what's important to you, the choices you make. And because obviously Mercury is retrograde, it's quite good to wait until it goes direct. And it does go direct on the 24th. So, you know, but it's a good time to plan and ponder over what you want to do, really. So, and then on the 17th, Sun goes into Cancer. And for you, obviously, Sun is a good planet, you know, so it's 4th house rule in the 3rd, again, echoing that thing that you want to change your home thing as well. And look at that, both Moon and Venus in, although, you know, obviously Moon is there just for a couple of days, but 2 planets that have directional strength in the 4th house. Venus is not strong in you know, and when it is in Leo, they're arch enemies, but we you know, having directional strength is really makes it quite strong. So yeah, you're really thinking about things that you want to achieve, changes and stuff that you want to make, and really good planning is a key for this. Whilst you are the 6th house ruler of this chart, and also, you know, like Mercury's retrograde, so nice things going on there, thinking about what you want to do, really. And on the 24th, Mercury goes direct, which is great for all of us. So making decisions and planning that you've been pondering, you can actually start actioning things. And on the 27th, then we have Saturn going retrograde. So it's all kind of like all things to do with education and travel, work, your career, and all that kind of stuff. You're really pondering about those things. You know, some people could be like, could be a massive thing going on, like maybe you need to finish a course for a job, or you need to travel, you need to be with your parents, that kind of thing. But, you know, it's definitely, you know, those of you who are actually studying, it could be really a crucial time for you. And then we have on the 30th, we have a full moon occurring in Capricorn. For you, this will be, right, let's go back an hour. For you, this will be your 3rd house, again, house of moving, but really also 9th house of belief systems and focus, opportunities, luck, all that kind of stuff comes into focus. Learning, massively, both houses, 3rd and 9th house, are all to do with learning. And then we go into the following month. So let's go directly to the 2nd. And what happens on the 2nd is Venus goes into its, weak sign, which is Virgo. Obviously not a debility degree, but make you feel a little bit like, so it's a really good time to actually put all your energy and everything into really doing things that are very healthy, nutritionally, have got foods that are nutritional value, exercising, getting yourself nice and trim, all that kind of things. Good cooking, good nutrition, good exercise, starting new things, and you will absolutely love it. And then we have on the 3rd, Mars goes into Gemini. So this is actually for you guys, it's not great for Mars for anybody. It's probably one of the weakest signs it can be in. And so we have to really watch our speech, watch we don't speak too fast, watch we don't eat too fast, so then we don't take on bad habits during this time. Especially for you guys, because Mars is your 12th house ruler, going in the 2nd house. It could also be some expenses going on as well. So yeah, just be aware of that too. And then we have on the 6th, Mercury goes into Cancer. So not a great place for it, but its 3rd house is the 3rd house of natural zodiac, which is Gemini, is ruled by Mercury. So it can actually do things effectively, if you like. Very good organizer for everything. So if you're planning a house move, a house decoration, everything, where you got very nice Mercury there being able to help you. And obviously for you, Jupiter rules 8th house, so changes is welcome. Get the research done, and Sun ruling the 4th house. So, and then after that, the next thing is really, although it doesn't show on my thing, on my chart, but basically we have it looks like basically a new moon, but really it's on the zodiac. If you look at the tropical zodiac, it is actually an eclipse occurring on the 12th, and it's in Astrology. Just going to go forward a little bit. So yeah, it's in Astrology, and basically so what happens with this is it's for you guys, it's basically your 3rd house. So a lot of things are going to unveil about your upcoming move, your hobbies, your friends, your communication style, your courses and workshops that you want to do, the traveling that you want to do. All of those things are really become a massive focus, and things start to unveil for you as well. And then we have on the 18th, Sun goes into Leo. There we go. Sun goes into Leo, and Sun obviously rules your 4th house, and it's moved in there. And with Ketu there, obviously what it indicates is this is a Sun with no ego. And we talked about, house move. I can really see this period being very important for you, whether it's a car or something. I would also say, because Ketu is in your 4th house, be aware of your tires in your car, because it could puncture them. You could have problems with those. And so we have that going on, and then we have the biggest thing that's going to happen, which is that on the 28th we do have basically a partial lunar eclipse occurs in Aquarius, and that's quite an important one, in the sense that for you guys it is on the basically on the axis of your 4th and 10th house, so it couldn't get any more important. And we have 5 planets are actually involved in this, so it's very, very important time where things will just start to really make sense about work, about home, about all the things that make you happy, money, all those things start happening. And even relationships are actually in this. And for you guys, because you have no basically there's no sixth house involved in this. It could be a really, really good time where you can actually really enjoy the unveiling of new things, new energy coming in for you. So put your intentions out and really get the most out of this. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Thank you.